I'm on my lunch break. Hasn't been the easiest shift today, but no one usually parks next to me where I'm parked. And like this vehicle pulled up and stopped, and now I've got this minivan that's already been here and the one next to it. I don't know what's going on. No one ever parks next to me. And this person here, I don't know. They had their window down. I don't know, something sketchy about that one. Anyway, I'm just recording this in case something happens. All right, definitely something sketchy going on. The van drove all the way to the far end of the parking lot and then zoomed by really quick. And then the lock mechanism on this van came on, so they clearly took their key fob and locked the vehicle. You got two vehicles here. I don't know. I don't want to move my van because this is my kind of my usual spot. They're parked in my usual spot, but I might have to. All right, everyone. We are off work. And last night was a doozy of a night. But next week, I'm only working a couple days. And I'm trying to get myself prepared for that. Get paid tomorrow. So I made a purchase. You know, I only work 3 days a week. But I tell you, I feel good every time I clock out of here. Today was rough. My boss wasn't there. The lady who's the person that takes care of my schedule and everything is supposed to alter it. She just came back from being off on a 2-week vacation, and she lasted all of 3 hours and walked out. So we kind of don't have any bosses on our shift, and everyone kind of knew it, so all the aisles were getting torn up and folks were getting out of the way. And
are you still here?
I'm in the parking lot.
Oh, you already clocked out?
Yeah, me and Eric are both already clocked out.
All right.
All right. And that was them, I guess, thinking I was still going to be there. It's 20 minutes after my shift ended, just so you guys know. I ended up having to stay late because they had a bunch of extra things they kept asking me to do. So by the time I did that and took my break, it was already overtime, and I needed to put all my gear up. You know, I had to put the floor machine up, put it to charge. I have to break down all my gear. Just, you know, the usual end of the day stuff that I usually allot the last 10 to 15 minutes of my shift to do. Looks like it's going to be a sunny day today, so we're going to need to post up in the sun so we can get some more charge, because I parked in the shade last night or yesterday, so we didn't get any charge, and I used the AC unit during the day just to keep it comfortable. I want to get at least back up to 85 as soon as I can. Well, hello everyone. Just got back from Dollar Tree. I had a couple hours sleep in the back of the van. Wasn't too bad. Pretty mild in the van right now. It's warm, but not too warm. And you guys already kind of saw what I got. But I've been looking at the strainers like this, colanders, whatever you want to call them. They had these small ones over at Winn-Dixie. They didn't collapse though. So I've been looking for some collapsible ones. Oddly enough, Dollar Tree had one. So this right here, for when I do my pasta and stuff, is gonna come in handy. Especially now that I've got that cooktop. And then I tend, for a lot of my cooking, I wish it was the metal ended ones, but I tend to be able to do a lot of stuff with a pair of tongs with a lot of my cooking. I don't really want to get a spatula unless I have to, because if I get anything, I want to get a wok spatula, because that's what I'm used to using. You can do just about anything with those. The curvature of those things is just so perfect. So that's pretty much what I got. We're getting ready to mosey on over to not Dollar Tree. We just got done with Dollar Tree. We're gonna mosey on over to Planet Fitness. Hopefully it's not too crowded. It's slightly after lunch. And if everything works out, we'll get a workout in, shower, and then we'll start heading on the other side of town. Actually, you know what? Change of plan. I'm not feeling up to going to the gym, so we're just gonna go ahead and start moseying before school lets out on the side of town I'm headed to. I feel fine right now. I'll probably just take a spray bottle shower today. I haven't really sweated today. All right, I'm back from that thrift store. I got this for $1.99. These are the kind of CD cases I like, because unlike those ones you slide things into, those eventually scratch your items up. These snap in just like they were the CD cases. I'm still trying to find a big enough one to hold all my, either my Supernatural or my X-Files DVDs, so they're not all bunched up. That was $1.99. This was $3.99, but these are restaurant, you know, like chain restaurant knives that you use at the restaurants. So it's a really good handle. One of them looks like it's in better shape than the other. If only one of them's in really good shape, that's the only one I'll keep. But I need a good knife. I've been using my pocket knife back here. I don't think I have any good knives in storage. And since I've got that cooktop, I got myself a pot. This one, it's a copper bottomed, so it should be good for that heat distribution. And it's a premium chef mate, but it's really heavy. Stainless steel. And then this one is a pan. I have to clean it up, but it's a Wolfgang Puck Cafe collection. Also stainless steel with a nice bottom. So I think when I clean this one up, this will work really well too. So now I have some stuff to cook with. Stainless steel should be a little bit easier to take care of in here. And if not, it was only like $1.99 to $2.99 a piece. Prices in there are really good compared to other thrift stores, except clothing. Not crazy, but I was looking at one of the sweaters in there, an actual knitted sweater, and it was like $14.99. It's not crazy, but I can kind of get, and I didn't look at the brand. It might have been a really good brand. But you know, you can get sweaters and stuff around 14 to 20 bucks. So I mean, to get something secondhand, I'm not sure that's quite worth it for me. But everything else was a really good price. I mean, I was looking at pots and pans over at Walmart, and you know, it didn't come anywhere near, and these are better quality. I wish I would have brought my other phone with me. I only brought my recording phone with me, so I wasn't able to check quality, but I feel like these are actually pretty decent quality. Wolfgang Puck collection. I put it up there, and it's still in storage too. A little beat up, but I have my Guy Fieri spatulas that I love. You know, they're not top of the line, but they're really good everyday use items, usually when these chefs put their name on an item. So that's what I'm hoping for. All right, that's that. I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree now, the other one, because I need to get some stuff to clean these pans up with. So that's where I'm heading right now. All right, everyone, change of plan. I didn't go to Dollar Tree. I went ahead and jumped over to Walmart. It was going to be my final stop anyway, and I get 10% off. Why not? I had some other supplies I knew I was going to get. So spent a little bit more than I planned for the week. but I do get paid tomorrow, and I did pick up a couple more shifts for the weekend from the gas station gig, so that'll offset. It won't put me ahead as much, but it'll offset, and that'll be fine. I parked on the far end, and I'm at an angle so the middle door can be open. That way the dorks can come up and get some sun while I'm sitting up here. I'll show you what I got when I get to the back. I'll probably wait for the sun to go down a little bit. It's just about, it's going down fast today. All right, I'm back in the back, so I'll show you what I picked up. Got the cheapest sponges they had for cleaning up some stuff. Got a 2-pack of Chuck Eye for $11.94. Canned vegetable oil. I was going to get olive oil because that's what I use a lot of, but I feel like vegetable oil is going to be more diverse for inside the van for right now. Cheapest bottle they have of Dawn, which works for a lot of things in a van. I did grab the smallest pack they had, 2 sticks of salted butter. I wish they only had a single stick one, but they don't. Great value brand of ground thyme. I'm not going to get fresh thyme for stuff like this. Miracle Whip. Onion powder, because I didn't think I had any. And some A1 sauce. I am the guy that loves his steak with A1 sauce. Now, all that came out to $34.86. But some of the stuff will keep working. You know, it's not just a one-time thing. This cooking spray, hopefully the A1, the Miracle Whip, the seasonings, the butter, the soap, the sponge. So that's how I'm looking at that one. All right. I don't plan on eating any of this right away. Probably when the sun goes down. So I'm going to put the steak in my cooler because I don't know how long it will be. And the butter goes in the cooler. See, anything else? No, that's pretty much it. Which is good because my cooler is kind of full. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and try to clean up those pots and pans a little bit. All right, time to crack this bad boy open. Took that off. Booklet. Currently wrapped in plastic. Tell you what, it doesn't weigh anything, that's for sure. Alright. There we go. Let's see if I can move this out of the way for now. There we go. That's what this looks like. Here's where the butane bottle goes. Bottle. And there's that. I think that's how it goes right there. And then we pull this down. I don't know if I agree with that. Nope, I don't agree with that. Yeah, there we go. Now we pull it down. Right, that looks right. It's closed. Now let me clear the area as to not burn everything beyond recognition. Let me see if there's a way I can go need the salt, pepper, bit of garlic powder. I don't have fresh garlic, so garlic powder will have to do. A little bit of onion powder. And everything's been patted dry and everything. That's ready to go. I've had this out for about 30 minutes, so it's close to room temperature now, which is what you want. Other ingredients, I need to prep my thyme. That's my Italian seasoning. Here's my thyme. This is ground thyme and not leaves or anything, but it'll work. Okay. Yeah, my cutting board, which I'm putting on the metal chair next to me here. Okay. All right, we're ready to go. Turn it all the way to ignite. Oh yeah, right away. All right, I'm gonna lower the flame. I see about right there is good. Grab our new pan. We're not level, so we got to be a little bit careful. There's our pan, doing good. Let's let it get hot. While that's going on, I am going to slice some knobs of butter. All right, both steaks are in there. It's a little crowded, I know, but I want to get them both cooked in one sitting. So that's just the spray and the seasoned steak right now. All right, it's been 4 minutes. I flipped the steak over. Going to do another 4 minutes, and then I'll start tossing some butter knobs in. All right, going to add some knobs of butter and the thyme. I'm going to need 2 hands for this, but you get the idea. I'll be basting it. It is done. I like mine close to well, so I am going to take it and flip it one time. Just let the basting happen. And then I'm going to put it on my cutting board. 1. Flip them over 2. Oh. Like I said, we're on an incline. All right. Nice. Let's go ahead and put him on the cutting board. All right, that is the finished product. Gonna let it rest, and this will be my first time having steak in the van. It's been resting, so now I am going to cut one down the middle and see what we end up with. There's what it looks like. That's what I'm shooting for right there. Let's take a bite. All right. There we go. That is good. All right, everyone. I'm going to eat some of this steak. Catch up with you a little bit later. All right, I'm back. I got one of their small, and this is a small banana pudding with little Nilla wafers in it. I went with pepperoni pizza flavored combos. I don't always get those ones because they give me heartburn. I usually get the cheddar or even the nachos, but I'm pretty basic. And then I got a squirt for my beverage. So we are set for chilling and watching a movie over at Bass Pro for the night. It is after 9 o'clock, which means they have closed. It's not quite 9:30 yet, so there might be some employees there, but I think we're gonna mosey. The temperature has just started dropping pretty fast. We're down into the 40s now. I think it's going to hit like 39 degrees tonight, which is fine, but I think the cats are ready for the electric blanket to come on. They've been chilling and playing around and stuff today, but as soon as it started getting a little bit chilly, they all took turns one by one going onto the bed like, all right, guys, enough of that. All right, everyone, I am in the back of the van now. Like I said, I've had a good day. I hope you did as well. I'm going to watch that movie, eat some sweets, and probably pass out at some point. We're completely off tomorrow. Don't have anything really planned, but early that next morning I need to be downtown Birmingham for a gas station gig, so keep that in mind. I hope you guys are doing well. And until next time, this is your old pal, Hannibal, signing off.